Alors, si on récap pépette, je sais plus du tout où on en est. Voir. Ok, on nous avait parlé de méduse. Effectivement. Vaut mieux en rire, comme dirait l'autre. Oui, bah c'est sûr. Sûr. Ah oui, on avait aidé l'autre, là. Astérion. On l'avait aidé dans son amourette, là, avec Ekat. Et du coup, on nous avait parlé de méduse. Qui nous avait parlé de méduse? Ah oui, c'était au club. Après, il y a Pan ou Pan qui nous avait aussi parlé d'elle. Et après, donc quand on a été voir Astérion, ah voilà, elle se trouvait au reliquaire la nuit de la mort de Calliope, qui a été attaquée là-bas. Il n'avait pas l'air de penser que Méduse puisse être la coupable, elle n'est pas entrée dans le reliquaire où a eu lieu l'attaque d'après lui. Mais sa présence ne peut être une coïncidence. Soit c'est Méduse la coupable, soit elle sait quelque chose. Donc en gros, ceux qui ne pas suivi parce que je le fais hyper haché ce jeu, et pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas, on est comment elle s'appelle déjà? Grace. On est Grace qui a sur les bras, entre guillemets, a vu mourir une muse qui s'appelle Calliope. Et du coup, son pouvoir de muse a été transmis à Grace. Et les autres, enfin certains autres dieux pensent que du coup c'est elle qui l'a tuée. Et elle a quelques jours, je sais plus, pour prouver son innocence et donc trouver le ou la vraie coupable. On est aidé quand même par quelques dieux, dont Apollon. Lui, il est plutôt dans notre camp. On a Freddy, elle est humaine, hein, c'est pas une déesse, qui est notre meilleure amie, du coup, qui nous aide aussi. Et après, les autres dieux, bon, il y en a qui s'en foutent. Athéna, elle est clairement contre nous. Voilà, c'est elle qui nous a un peu mis l'ultimatum. Perséphone, au début, elle était vraiment contre nous, et puis finalement, bon, voilà. Elle est un peu dubitative sur tout ça. Et surtout, on a Pan qui nous aide beaucoup, mais toujours avec une contrepartie, et c'est pas très clair sur ses intentions réelles. Donc on l'aide aussi parfois, mais on se méfie quand même pas mal du. Et puis voilà, après les autres, ils sont un peu plus secondaires. Donc du coup, je propose qu'on aille. Je sais pas si on retourne parler à nos potes, si on va directement voir Méduse. Moi, on va pas tergiverser pendant 3 ans. Et vous me direz sur le son si c'est bon.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign.
Moi,
Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Elle a un fléau dans son sac.
What kind of equipment does one bring to a meeting with Medusa?
This isn't a meeting, Grace. You're not here to tell her on your business plan.
Please tell me you don't have any weapons in there.
I certainly hope one of you brought more than sheer ignorance.
Ah mais tout le monde s'est donné rendez-vous, quoi.
You.
It is me. How exciting, no?
Pan, what are you doing here?
I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't expect my curiosity to get the better of me?
Why are you really here, Pan? The truth this time.
I need to have some dastardly ulterior motive other than to be of assistance. For shame, Grace.
You just don't get it, do you? The act is wearing real thin.
It's true. I am a bad man, and I spoke poorly.
And? That's it?
I'd hope even you, Freddy, could see that advice from an idol might be useful here.
I suppose.
Oh, Nicolo, je suis en lurk chez toi aussi. Comment ça va? Incroyable, il a lancé un live. J'espère que tu vas bien en tout cas. Et merci du coup pour le lurk. Oh bah là ils ont même pas trop... Allez, je pars sur...
If you have any advice, Pam,
J'enlève
I'm
mes
all
gros doigts
ears.
sur mes lunettes.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
She used to be human, right? And then Athena cursed her. Pretty unfairly, too.
Now, however, Athena hasn't the power to undo her own curse. Or so she claims.
That's gotta suck.
Medusa isn't happy about it, no. Yet she survives because she must. As do we all.
Asterion said Medusa works for Athena. Is that right?
A truer description, I'd say, is that she's more Athena's servant. Poor thing can't survive on her own. So she's become whatever Athena needs. Spy master, enforcer, provider of garden statuary.
That doesn't sound fair.
It isn't. But keep in mind, Medusa is no helpless maiden. She is as clever as she is dangerous. And Athena knows it.
J'arrive pas à nettoyer mes lunettes. C'est une catastrophe. Pourtant j'ai lavé mes chiffons et ça me fatigue. J'ai l'impression d'être H24 en train de... Est-ce qu'elle peut vraiment transformer les gens en pierre?
Medusa is the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
Great. Is there any way to make someone not a statue? If it turns out she can?
Short of Medusa dying? No.
Super.
Not unless she wishes it.
Ça me semble parfait.
Medusa's clever and works for Athena, but what's she really like?
She doesn't exactly come to the parties, Grace. Medusa is an enigma to most of us. If idols hide in the shadows, she lurks in even darker places. She's an outsider, and she loathes us as much as she needs us.
Is she dangerous?
Let's just say we're all rather relieved she stays away.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
See, that's the spirit. Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
You're gonna help her do that?
Why not? You're more apt to become a statue than to be any true help, my dear.
Knock it off, both of you. I have a plan for getting inside.
A word of advice before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
Ah. Recourir à une distraction, trouver une autre entrée, faire face au videur. En vrai, je sais pas pourquoi. J'irai carrément en frontal. Je l'attends. Rien à voir, mais du coup j'ai mon live à côté et j'avais vu là depuis quelques temps il y avait des différences, on en parle beaucoup chez les streamers du nombre de viewers qui est affiché en lien avec par rapport au lurk et au tout ça. Et là par exemple ça me dit si live Twitch que j'ai que une personne. Quoi? Alors que vous êtes déjà 4 dans le chat. Il y a des trucs bizarres qui se passent là en ce moment au niveau des lurks et tout. Je sais pas, il y a plein de gens qui se posent des questions, savoir si les lurks fonctionnent vraiment. Plein de trucs bizarres. Bref.
Oh, you're not just going to... Oh.
Sure is. Just watch.
Hi there.
Viper's Nest is closed. Private party.
Yeah, the private party is what I'm here for. Why else?
All the guests have arrived. Do you have an invitation?
Does an idol need an invitation?
Go on in. I'll send word to the boss you've arrived.
Je savais que ça allait marcher. Easy. Easy peasy. Enfin, pour l'instant. On va peut-être finir en pierre, mais ça, c'est autre.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat.
T'as pourri mon flow.
It's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's
On parle de boucher.
sacred bites. So
Des fois, la traduction, je suis pas sûre.
so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't want to do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now
Oula.
look
Oui.
into me. Your body goes freely every
On va finir en croque, monsieur, là.
as it tenders, turning jelly as it renders. What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Cause this time I find I'm
Essayez ça.
an oozy musy blood
Change de
my
tactique à chaque fois.
Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look into
Medusa,
me.
saw a hunger with no end. You lost Medusa, unless you find a friend.
What I should do.
Can be
Look at me, but don't look at me.
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me, so
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
C'est violent, non? Si je juge le téléphone.
Listen, Medusa, please. Athena hides you, she's ashamed of you. But she profits all the same from you. If she'd done that to me, I'd be like you.
You could never.
If I'd been damaged in a way that you can't undo.
You're not a killer.
I know. Wait. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know.
Elle sait
You
qui a
know,
fait
does
ça,
that
peut-être.
mean Athena knows?
No. Okay. It's dinner time now. You're not gonna look. Fine grace. I'll take.
Just like fate made you, fate played me. Just like
I won't see what your eyes see when you look at me. Don't look at me.
Ah. Se mouille.
No, not the bloody charms.
You think you can turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off? I'm betting you can't.
The lighter was my idea.
Je sais pas.
Be careful, you two. This one has teeth.
Yeah, I noticed.
Rather excessive appetites, even by my standards.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine, fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Ouais.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
Calme-toi,
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Oh, that seems rather unlikely. The bull's as gentle as a lamb.
C'est elle qui dit ça.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone, but she did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me. Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Oh, Medusa.
Ouais, il faut
Well,
un
what
bon
of
psy, là.
you? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because you informed me.
Well,
Speaking of covering one's ass,
it is true. But
C'est beaucoup de
Grace,
choses,
I can
quand, mais...
explain.
I'll bet you can. Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the muse.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy.
Ouais, là, comme vachement peur d'Athènes.
I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth...
Elle fait pitié quand même.
I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Ouais. Hop, hop. Qu'est-ce qu'il a à dire, Pamp, en sa défense?
okay, so that was fun. Grace, I'll meet you back at home.
Now, before you say anything,
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked.
Ah, voyons.
I never lied to you, Grace. I said I didn't know what became of Calliope at the reliquary, and I didn't. But I wanted to, so I nudged you in the right direction.
And lied about why.
I omitted things, yes. Much like dear Medusa, I was rather hoping to avoid suspicion falling my way.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
Hey.
What do you mean in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Alors. Là. Méduse n'est pas une idole, paraît-il, mais une créature immortelle maudite par Athéna injustement comme il se doit. L'ancienne mortelle suit les idoles pour survivre et travaille pour Athéna en échange de son... Si elle change les gens en pierre, carrément, c'est bien réel. Même s'il lui arrive parfois de se contenter de les paralyser, pour les manger. Sa malédiction est doublée d'une faim insatiable, comme j'ai bien failli en faire l'expérience. Méduse a plus ou moins corroboré ce que nous a dit Astérion. Elle a suivi Calliope au reliquaire la nuit de sa mort. Pourquoi? Parce que la muse aimait faire du grabuge et qu'Athéna ait demandé à Méduse de la surveiller. Elle me dit qu'elle ne l'a pas tuée et que Calliope était déjà blessée quand elle a fui le reliquaire, qui, en admettant qu'elle ne me ment pas avec ses petites dents pointues, elle aurait très bien pu lui courir après pour la boulotter et Calliope aurait réussi à s'enfuir. Mais Méduse a plus l'air d'avoir peur d'Athéna, qu'Athéna ne découvre son... Elle ne joue pas la comédie. Ouais, elle avait l'air vraiment quand même terrifiante. J'ai envie de la croire. J'ai parlé de la clé à plomb qui n'a pas nié l'avoir donnée à Calliope. Il a même avoué avoir dit à Méduse où Calliope était allée. Il l'a vendue. Il a ajouté qu'il ignorait ce qui lui était arrivé au reliquaire, que c'est pour ça qu'il m'y avait envoyé. Faut-il le croire? Je sais pas, il cache des trucs. Il cache encore des trucs. Ah ouais, on est déjà jour 5. Je crois que j'ai une semaine. Est-ce qu'on retourne chez nous? Est-ce qu'on peut avoir... Je sais pas pourquoi, mais...
Grace, back again so soon.
Déjà?
Did you find Medusa
plein de
after all?
trucs.
You've been on my mind ever since you told me about her.
I did, and it was fine. I told you it would be. Okay, it almost wasn't fine, but it worked out. Nobody got hurt.
I see. Perhaps you'd best tell me what happened then. That sounds like quite the harrowing experience. One that could have gone very poorly indeed.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were worried about me.
I will always worry about you, Grace.
Is that a good thing? I'll take it as a good thing.
If you've cleared Medusa's involvement, that still leaves us with Pan. Have you confronted him about it?
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
I've never thought of Pan as a liar so much as a manipulator. Still, he would do anything to protect himself.
Je sais pas s'il
I'll have to
serait
give
prêt à
this some
tuer.
thought. I did tell you we could discuss your memories and the Eidolon more in depth after the party. Did you have any questions, or...?
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
Well, let's see. It starts as dreams you'll have of places you've never been, people you've never met, fleeting images, feelings. Then they'll appear while you're awake. You'll be eating breakfast and suddenly recall when you last ate something similar in the 17th century.
Ah ouais, quand même.
The only difficult part is that eventually it can be hard to differentiate between your life and all those other lives. They blend together.
It does sound confusing.
A little, yeah. And not all the memories will be good ones. It can take time to process.
Super.
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
Well,
Apollon, il a
we
changé
call
de
it
sexe entre...
passing on, meeting the Eidolon, and it's fine. I've passed on 12 times that I can recall.
Oh.
So your name isn't really Apollo?
Most recently it was Lucas. Everyone Lucas ever knew is gone, however, so these days I prefer Apollo again.
Lucas? Seems weird to think of you as a Lucas.
It was weird for him, too. Much like yourself, Lucas becoming Apollo was
Ah, tu m'étonnes.
somewhat of a surprise.
Sounds like there's a story there. Tell me about this Lucas. How did he become you? Or is it how you became Apollo?
Apollo had taken to surfing. He left the city without permission and roamed the coast looking for... Well, I'm not sure now. Whatever it was, he found it one night when a giant wave took him down. He was drowning, and he thought,
Dans la tra-
I
Enfin, c'est
thought,
même plus de la traduction, hein, c'est la faute
this is finally it.
d'écriture.
But it wasn't. Lucas saw Apollo struggling and swam out to save him. He pulled us ashore, but it was too late. It took a long time to realize what happened. I didn't return to the city until years later. By then, everyone thought I was Apollo's chosen successor.
So no trial for you, huh?
It wasn't easy at first, without memories or anyone to guide me, but no, nothing like that.
Chance.
Wait, what would have happened if Lucas hadn't tried to rescue you? What if no one was there when you...
When I died, then the eidolon of Apollo's line would have ended forever, I think.
You think?
There have been stories about eidolons that survive for a time and go wandering. That's probably all they are, though. Stories. It's not something we've had much opportunity to study, but normally death without passing on is how an idol really dies. Forever.
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Grace, would you say that who you are is at least in part due to your experiences?
I guess so, sure.
Well, you'll have a lot more experiences. They won't feel like someone else's either. It will feel like you did all those things. They will shape who you are now, just as they shaped Calliope and all those who came before her. The good news is, you won't get all the memories. Each time we pass on, the older memories fade.
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
We're many thousands of years
Oui.
old, Grace.
Changer.
If all of those
Parce que Durlin,
memories
il explose
returned
après.
with perfect clarity, you'd drown in them.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Tell me, how much do you remember from when you were a small child?
Bits and pieces, I guess. Not much.
It's the same for us. The further I try to think back, the more blurry it becomes. I remember the important bits, but little else.
Sure.
Some of the really old memories. There's so many mortal stories that get mixed up with them, things my previous selves learned as legends. It becomes hard to tell. It takes time, Grace. You'll remember all the lives you've led, but at a pace you can handle, and nothing more.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Hopefully this eases whatever concerns you might have had. Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
I'd like to know a little more about you. All I know is you live in a dump, you have an oracle, and you...
I'm not sure what to tell you. One day has bled into the next for so long I feel like I've been lost in the spaces in between.
Wow, that's a bit dramatic.
Yeah, well, it comes naturally. Music and the arts were once under my purview as a god.
How did that get decided? Did you have a big hat full of pieces of paper and you all picked at random?
No, we chose them
sur
for
un truc.
ourselves.
Calliope,
Some, at
c'était
least.
la
Others were
muse
given
de
to
la
us by our priests.
poésie,
We collected godly responsibilities like marbles.
comme ça.
People collect marbles?
Oh, or whatever it is mortals collect these days. Cars, perhaps? The point is, we took our godly duties very seriously.
Ouais, bon, c'est bon.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Of course. I look forward to it.
On va aller chez nous. On avance là. 5, il faut qu'on avance.
Oh, hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Waited. Were you looking for me?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right. Right, that makes sense. Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
Hello,
I
Malinéos.
guess you could say no, but I wouldn't.
Merci pour le
If Athena
follow,
wants
bienvenue.
something, she's gonna get it
J'espère que tu vas bien.
eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Non.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Ok, bah.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Y a pas de souci, là, Sprad, c'est gentil,
Okay.
elle, en tout cas.
Oh, when you see Freddie,
souci.
tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Pas trop le choix, hein.
Thanks, I guess.
Allez, allons-y, là. Qu'est-ce qu'elle nous veut, Athéna? Oh! Alors, on peut pas prendre charmante. Ok. La dernière fois, on avait pris intelligente. Alors, badass, on fonce dans le tas. Cette punkette n'a pas peur de prendre des risques et montrer les qu'il le faut. On a parfois besoin de réfléchir un peu pour se sortir d'un mauvais pas. Non, c'est plus posé, plus fou d'esprit. Et donc par rapport au choix qu'on a fait dans le reste, on peut pas prendre. Garder un téléphone.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized its off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Bon, je vais y aller
But
direct.
you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Je crois pas du tout. C'est pas...
Like you care about Medusa? She lives like that because you cursed her. Have you even tried to undo it? I'm betting not, because she's useful like this, and that's where your caring ends.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
I've heard most of that, sure. What does it have to do with me?
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
It's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope, then? I see.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, Would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal.
Pourquoi elle veut à
One
tout
she
prix
knew.
que ça soit moi qui
Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps
qu'elle
not.
cache quelque chose.
I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
C'est pas faux.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Essayez.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Again, if you wish. What of her?
Was I right? That you haven't even tried to undo the curse that you inflicted on her?
I wish I could remove the curse. I'm afraid the Athena who bestowed it is long gone. She was prideful, that Athena. As prideful as she was powerful, I'm ashamed to say.
The current Athena is responsible for everything she's done.
I am well aware, Grace. What is it that you would have me do, exactly?
How about you stop treating her like a servant? Maybe send her somewhere she won't be tempted all the time.
Oh, well, if you happen to hear of a diet camp for man-eating monsters, by all means, do let me know. Now, if there isn't anything
en fait.
else...
Ouais, je me casse.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Ouais, bien
Will
sûr.
you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
J'en veux pas de tes couilles. Je suis sûre qu'il y a un truc.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh, what now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
What for? Is there something I need to ask Hecate?
Here's the thing. We don't know why Calliope went there, but it must have been important.
Okay, I'll bite. How would I find that out? You think she left clues?
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, it's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever
Deja
happened to
vu.
Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
Last time Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Après, il nous doit bien ça, Astarion et les 4 quand même.
What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them
Ils
off?
nous laisser rentrer quand même.
And the alarms bringing Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
Ok, on y va.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the reliquary with you, not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am coming in. Still, promise me you won't take risks.
I'll try.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Jalouse, Freddy? Ah! Alors, Freddy détend l'ascension. Être honnête avec... Là encore, je tenterai la frontale et d'être honnête. Parce qu'on l'a quand même aidé. C'était rien. Et en plus, elle fait peur quand même. Elle est vénère. J'ai pas envie de la mettre vénère. Être honnête.
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
I figured talking face to face would be more civilized and, you know, less dangerous.
I appreciate your motivation, though surely you cannot think mere etiquette will change my answer.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Un truc qui va nous exploser à la gueule. Qui va nous transformer en deuxième médium. Wow.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do
Ça, c'est de la
now?
bibliothèque, hein. Incroyable.
Of all the times to not have Freddie around, she'd love this. First things first,
qu'on est censé trouver?
how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Oui, mais c'est ça. En fait, on a pour des siècles.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Focus.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Ah, il y a le trident de... La pomme, c'est... Aphrodite. N de 3. Je sais pas trop. Alors, hein. Ah oui, c'est juste observé comme ça. Ok. C'est un cercle. Ok. Ah oui, non, faut que je fasse confirmer, pardon. Par l'œuf.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Pas trop dit. Ah. Ah, ou attends. Pas le... Non, c'était...
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both. Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait là? Quel rapport avec la pomme?
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Ça sert à rien ce qu'on fait là. Bon, le trident c'est posé. Il va dire.
Is this an armory too?
Non mais Grace fait un effort aussi.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Ouais, en fait, ça te dit vraiment.
I don't even know what language that is.
Faut vraiment tout observer en fait.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Ah, je croyais pas qu'il était la déco. Ah, c'était le miroir. Ouais.
Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she... Uh-oh.
Peut discuter peut-être.
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Pas touché en même temps. Oula. C'est pas les... genre les... Comment elles s'appellent là les...
Okay then.
Ah merde, j'ai plus... Tiennent le... Non, c'est juste des...
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Je me rappelle. Soit elles sont très rapides, soit elles se... téléportent. Qui? C'est qui ça?
Grace?
Ah!
Freddy! We've got to run! My powers don't work on them, they just keep coming!
T'as dit, elle a pas l'air d'avoir peur. Mais non! Mais qu'est-ce qu'elle fait?
No, I won't let you. Freddy!
Mais what? Mais pourquoi elle a fait ça? Elle est humaine, fallait pas qu'elle fasse ça. Elle est complètement con. Rip! Rip, Freddy. Ah merde alors.
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
Ah, je m'attendais pas à celle-là.
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies. What? Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here? I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
Ah, je
There
croyais
was
qu'elle
only
avait
one
touché, mais-
mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the
Les
goddess
moires.
Nyx to contact the Fates.
Ça.
Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it. I didn't talk to any Fates. There were figures in the mirror, but they vanished when the Furies got there. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. Now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
On n'a rien appris du tout.
Apollo, there has to be something we can do.
Grace. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not right.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Alors, je dois faire un cauchemar. Freddy est morte. Je savais que je n'aurais pas dû la laisser me suivre, mais de là à me dire qu'elle allait mourir, elle s'est sacrifiée pour moi. Elle a empêché les furies de me tuer. C'est à cause de moi qu'elle est morte. Qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Je sais pas pourquoi elle s'est... Enfin... Top de sa part. Mais c'est un peu con aussi quand même. Ah oui, on n'avait pas lu ça. Mon nouveau plan, je vais retourner au reliquaire, rentrer par effraction comme Calliope le soir de sa mort. Et rappeler un truc qu'elle a vécu. C'est un peu tiré par les cheveux et j'ignore complètement ce qui va arriver quand les souvenirs surgiront. Mais je dois essayer. Et ça a marché, plus ou moins. Calliope est allée au reliquaire cette nuit-là pour contacter les moires. Avec un miroir magique, mais elle n'a pas eu le temps de leur parler. Comme moi. Ils l'ont attaquée. Pas des idoles, des incarnations de la vengeance. Elles font respecter les lois anciennes, genre celles que Dieu a appliquées, qui sont mortes avec lui. J'ai eu de la chance, mais Calliope a dû être blessée avant de s'en... Ce que j'ignore encore, c'est pourquoi elle voulait tant contacter les moires, ni qui lui a envoyé les furies aux fesses et aux miennes après. D'après Kat, aucune idole ne détient ce genre de... Ce que ça nous a coûté, j'aurais aimé... C'est clair, hein. Cher payé, là, hein. Peu d'informations. C'est forcément une idole à contacter. C'est bizarre. Quelqu'un qui a dû trouver un moyen de les... Ok. Ah. Pas déjà l'acte. Je sais pas combien il y a.
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddy meant to you.
It should have been me, not her. This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die if anyone paid the price.
And repeat history? Would you rather have died there, passing your eidolon onto Freddy instead? Freddy gave you a chance. Grace, is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. Perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
Bah ouais.
I mean, unless they weren't sent, unless they were responding to something else, something
J'ai rien fait.
you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Why not ask them? You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Peut-être.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Ah ouais.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
Encore une qui veut m'utiliser, quoi.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
Ben voyons. On va peut-être pas encore violer.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once.
Coucou
Do
Free.
what she needs you to do. Get us
Free,
there.
comment ça va?
I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
Ouais. Ça a l'air simple comme ça.
Is
des
there
moyens?
really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the
Pas
nuclear
aucun.
option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
What's another crazy plan, right?
Ouais, de toute façon,
Grace,
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry.
What?
But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies, according to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Ah mais donc on pourrait la sauver. Ça va, faut que je fasse le jeu, l'esthétique me tente de ouf, même si je vais... Ouais, c'est trop ça. Ouais, il est super beau, moi j'adore vraiment la DA, et il est très cool. Il est très cool. Et effectivement, beaucoup de personnages très charismatiques, on va dire.
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades?
Ah bah, si on peut la sauver en même temps, on y va. Hein.
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's
Ah,
fine,
on est en train de
Hermes.
se mettre en froid avec
Get this
Apollo.
over with.
C'est pas cool. Hermes.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace, and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge
Bah oui,
trouble, but
expliquez-lui.
for what?
Est-ce qu'on y va par les sentiments? Est-ce qu'on...
It's the only way to find out why Calliope was trying to contact the Fates.
The Fates?
There's something going on, Hermes. I'm at the edge of it, but without the Fates, I'll never know the truth.
And that means going to Hades, with or without Athena's permission.
Okay.
Dans la
Signal when you
poubelle.
need to come back.
You sure?
On va aller dans la poubelle.
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful,
Il y a
Grace.
En même temps, d'aller dans les enfers qui
The
sont
underworld
considérés
doesn't give
comme
up its shades
sols,
without a price.
passant par la poubelle.
I think I can tell her
Il y a une
the
certaine
rules,
logique.
Apollo. Let's go.
Ok, go.